Now the question is where he lives or where they live.
If he tells me where Hadhrat Israel lives, where Hadhrat Mikael lives, where Junood Rabbi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam live, I'll tell him it is there they live. They occupy the same space. That is the fascinating part of it. And I can prove it on the authority of Hadhrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam himself. Although the question was not raised to him the way he has raised it, but in another question he has already answered this question. When the verse of the Quran indicating that the ardu has samawatu wal ard, the earth of the Jannah is as big as the whole universe. When this was revealed and it was recited, one of the companions of Hadhrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam inquired from him, where will be the Jahannam? As-Sayyid, if this is all Jannah, where would be Jahannam? So Hadhrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, it would be exactly in the same area as you understand it. But you don't understand these things. Still, it is different. Still, there is no way, there is no connection between the two. So that means Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was the first man on earth, without the slightest doubt, who was told of other dimensions than the dimensions known to us through scientific investigations. Never before the modern time the concept of other dimensions than four was born or entertained by man. And this is a challenge I throw to the whole world. Show me from a single book anywhere in the world where dimensions are being spoken of so clearly, not only in the divine book but also in the word of the Prophet who understood the message so clearly. He said, this is the same space which will have Jahannam and Jannat, living simultaneously, existing simultaneously. But you don't know. That means that when the dimensions change, then space apparently is the same, but is no longer the same space. So, in this, even when the quality of the existence changes, still we don't see each other. We are speaking here and we are being seen by each other, but also we are being seen by the whole world and being heard by the whole world at this moment in time. Because through MTA, our pictures, our talk, this atmosphere, everything is being relayed to the entire world if they have the right instruments to catch. But why instrument? If it is there, why don't they see? That is the difference between dimensions. We are, as I'm saying this, I'm also saying it in this atmosphere, not directly but indirectly through the television. So these two voices do not clash with each other. My image does not clash with your image or anybody else's image, while in the air they're all mixed up somewhere. Otherwise, they won't be conveyed anywhere. So, although dimensions remain the same, we and our images belong to the same dimensions. Yet, when the rarity difference, one becomes more refined than the other, they lose touch with each other. They don't disturb each other. So, that is what Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam declared to them, that the heaven and the hell would occupy the same universe as you understand, but you don't understand it. So who is the chief of the satanic dwellers? Satan. And who is the chief of the heavenly dwellers? Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And the angels. So they will occupy the same space. Yet they will be different. Satan would be here all the time, but he will never come across the concept, the person of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They will never cross paths. So So that is the meaning of where he dwells. I couldn't say he dwells in Karachi, for instance, although it seems to be a likely choice of his habitat, like nowadays, temporarily, unfortunately, like Beirut used to be a favorite spot for Satan one day, some days before. But he is not the same person as we are. He belongs to different dimensions. So he is not like confined human beings to one small space and shape. So he could dwell anywhere. But I tell you one thing else. Beware yourself, the questioner, please. Whenever you entertain bad thoughts, he dwells in your heart at that moment. God forbid you. Whenever you or anybody else entertains evil, immediately he should find himself the home and residence of Satan for that moment in time.